Mass blackout has really taken a new turn, guys. It has. Because right now it is no longer just black folks talking about max blackout, but even the white folks, because they have bowed their head in shame and later realized that the only people that can help them is black people. But black people, listen to me, do not help anybody. Do not come to anybody's rescue. Do not do anything literally for anybody, because I really do not trust them. You know, one thing with these white folks is the moment they realize that, yes, what black folks have actually been saying all this while before they voted the orange man has actually been coming to pass, they're not deciding now that everything that these black folks are saying, we want to be following their direction. But I don't trust them. Remember the Asian woman that will actually help, that came back for us. Remember a lot of things that have been happening on this street. So if you're watching this video and you're a black folks, please, the only responsibility you owe yourself is your own community and no fish outs. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. I want us to watch this video. Like this video, drop me your comments and let me know your honest opinion in the comment section. If this is the first time tuning in, subscribe, and I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you coming back to watch my videos. Those that say they love my smile, I love you guys. Let's dive right into this video and I'll be back with commentaries.
From November 25th, 2025, this year, to December 2nd, they're calling it a mass blackout. Not a march, not a protest, no science necessary. It's 1 week where we pull our dollars out of the system and see what happens when the economy feels the weight of our absence. Because we've marched, we've begged, most of us voted the right way. And now we're just going to sit back and test the one thing this country truly worships: money. See, this isn't the first time we've tried this, right? Economic boycotts have always been the heartbeat of real change, from Montgomery to Operation Breadbasket. When the buses lost money, segregation fell. When companies realized ignoring Black consumers meant losing profit, they started hiring, promoting, and pandering. History has already shown us that pulling our dollars hits harder than any speech, any march, any protest ever could. The timing isn't random. Black Friday is the biggest spending weekend in America. Billions get poured into corporations that barely reinvest in the communities that made them rich in the first place. So from November 25th to December 2nd, the goal is simple, okay? Buy nothing that doesn't circulate back into us. You hear me? Support small, support local, support Black. Because when we withhold our dollars, we remind this country that we're not just consumers. We are the economy. So yeah, the mass blackout isn't about canceling Christmas or skipping joy. It's about shifting power and realizing that every dollar that we spend is a vote for the world that we live in. They've ignored our voices. They've ignored our pain. Let's see if they ignore our absence. We're not asking anymore. We are shutting this shit down. Okay? No spending. If you do need something, make sure you go to farmers market, support small businesses. There's a ton of places that you can go to make sure you support the right people, not corporations. We are done. We're done.
Okay, so y'all, are we doing this mass blackout thing or not? Because I'm all the way down. I think the mayor of Chicago, he was talking about it, and I've heard a couple other people talking about we not shopping, we not spending no money this holiday season. I want to say it's supposed to start like November, the early November, going all the way to the first of the year, and we need to stick to this, y'all, because everything is out of control. Everything is way overpriced, and none of us are benefiting from anything that's going on right now in the government. So the corporations, at the end of the day, we need to collectively as a people say, look, if I'm fucked up, you fucked up, and we gonna all be fucked up together. Okay? So the super ultra rich, y'all gonna be learn how we're gonna teach you how to be fucked up, since the rest of us are gonna be fucked up. And most of us ain't even gonna have no money to really be shopping like that this holiday season anyway, because everything's so goddamn expensive. The government is more concerned. They more concerned about revoking gay marriage rights than they are the fucking economy, that what people actually care about, which is their money in their pockets. They're not worried about, oh well, people ain't getting jobs and they not can barely pay their bills. They're worried about gay marriage. Shit that nobody cares about. No. Let's focus on getting this money, and I'm gonna still marry whoever I want to marry.
Mass blackout. I can honestly say I agree. The black dollar The immigrant dollar, the alien dollar that fuels this country, that is the way we let this present administration know that our dollars move this country. We don't need to march. We don't need to protest. We don't need to sign petitions. We need to speak the language they understand. Money. So what I want you guys to do from November 25th to December 2nd, don't buy anything that does not help your community. Don't go to Publix, Walmart, Target, BJ's, any of those major brand white-owned companies that don't respect us but benefit from our dollar. I think this is one way we get them to understand the power of the blacks, the illegals, the immigrants that fuel this country. See, they don't respect anything else. The only thing that white folks, the establishment, seem to understand is money. And we need to let them understand that while we individually don't have a lot of money, we collectively have more money than they do. So let's show that strength. We're going to do a blackout. They already started the movement over, and I need you guys to support it. We understand that. I truly understand that every white person is not a part of this, but enough of them are to affect the change. So we need you guys, because we understand that white people have always fought alongside us. And for those that have done it throughout the generations, we appreciate it. And we're asking you to do the same thing again. Just stand with us. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to do anything. But specifically to the blacks, the Latinos, the Hispanics, the Asian, the immigrants community, I'm asking you guys, don't spend anything with none of these businesses unless it benefits you or your community. Hit me back, man. Let's do this. Let's show them that unified, we are as powerful as they are.
There's been a call to action, black people, because we know when we use our powers and economic dollars and we withhold them, things happen. Look at Target. Look at this. Things happen. So there's a boycott going out, alert, November 25th to December 2nd. Now, I know that's Black Friday, come to all that. What they're asking is, no. If you're going to go and spend where the money comes back to us in our community. If it don't, hold out, please. Because sometimes we got to show these folks through boycotts. You know, Martin Luther King them had to do it through the bus boycotts. You know, that's the only thing these people understand. Money. You can do all you want. Scream and rail all you want. Say what ain't fair. Get out the vote. They don't care. They care about the almighty Rala, the Nero. You hold that, boy, you're holding some power. You can make some things happen.
You can't keep scrolling because we have an action. The People's Sick Day has released their dates, and we are aligning ourselves with other movements who have also released the same exact dates. And now it's time for you to hold your favorite creators responsible. There's a lot of people out here claiming to be activists, claiming to be community leaders. Well, let's have them put their money where their mouth is. Every organization that's out there calling themselves an organization for the people, it's time for you to stand up. This is the mission. Complete economic and labor blackout starting on November the 25th, going all the way to December the 2nd, and farther if we need to. Anyone who is not supporting this, can you really trust them? Anyone who's not backing up a blackout, should we be listening to them? You see it all up and down your timeline. Everyone knows what we need to do. And here is the dates. Initially, we wanted to wait. We wanted to take them by surprise. But what we also see is that it's going to take unity. And that means making a sacrifice and putting egos to the side and not worrying about your plan and jumping on with people who are already organizing. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all content creators getting on the same page. It's going to take all organizations announcing the dates at the same time. So let's go. Pressure every single content creator you know. Every single person who puts the news out, who says they're against the Trump administration. Lock in. This is the plan. This is our No Kings 3.0. Let's go. We have a very urgent message. The People's Sick Day have chosen dates. That's right, everyone. It's go time. And I need everyone to help me spread the message. But there are some things that changed, and I'm going to tell you why. From the beginning of us calling the People's Sick Day, we have said that we are going to do a 3-day economic and labor blackout. We wanted to shut down for 3 days, and we only wanted to give a 48-hour notice. Of course, we thought this is the most strategic thing to do. They don't see us coming. We only give a short amount of time. We wait until we get enough people to make the impact that we need, and then we call the dates. But let's be honest. Look around you. Shit's moving, and it's moving fast. Other organizations are calling dates for November 25th to December 2nd, and we decided that that is the time we need to move as well. We have to set our egos to the side. Everyone needs to be doing this at the exact same time. So we push all of our egos to the side, and we are joining up with those dates for the most impact. That is the goal. If we don't stand up and do something, millions of people are going to be without food. Millions of people are going to be without health care. This is not getting any better. So it's time for us to take action now, united, no matter what. Even if it's not done the way that we wanted it done, we get it done. So everyone, spread the word far and wide. It is time to take the organized labor blackout. Now it's time for every other organization to jump on board. We don't have any more time. So this is a call out to not only help spread the message, but to hold these other organizations accountable. It's time to make the move. Every content creator, every person with a platform, if you're not picking this up and you're not pushing this message, why? Why are you not joining us? Time is running out. You know it. I know it. So let's go.
The one thing this year should have shown everyone, I feel like it's always been obvious, but this year in particular should have shown everyone, is that they don't care. And when I talk about they, I'm talking about the 1%, 2%, whatever it is. The up there, they don't care about community. They don't care about people. They don't care about society. They don't care about anything. All they care about is their bottom line. All the corporations care about is their bottom line. All the billionaires care about is that bottom line. They care about making money off you, me, and everybody else down here. That's what they care about. The government has not been shut down for, it's about to be 30 days. It's today day 28. Honestly, I can't keep track. But it's almost about to be 30 days. On Friday is the last day of SNAP benefits. People have been furloughed. People have been let go. People are currently going to work and not getting paid. But the holidays is coming around. And between TV commercials on all these streaming platforms, commercials on YouTube, commercials on this platform, and then if it's not a commercial, it's influencers who are getting paid to technically be the commercial for the damn yearly Sephora sale, for the Amazon Prime thing, whatever. The influencers are now the best way these companies are able to promote their company, their business, and their products to the regular consumer. And if it's not that, it's TikTok Shop. It's everything. They care about making money off you. Target has been struggling since that boycott that happened at the beginning of the year. And now they're doing a round of layoffs. They told people to stay at home. It was either today or tomorrow that people have to stay at home because they were going to be doing rounds of layoffs, and they didn't want people in the buildings for when it's time for them to get let go. Yep. Amazon announced that they're doing layoffs. What is it, 30,000 layoffs or 18,000 layoffs or something like that? On top of the 600,000 jobs that they say that they plan on getting rid of in the next couple of years. Who else is having layoffs? Paramount, I think they said they're doing layoffs. Regardless, people are losing jobs left and right. Inflation is out of control. Have you been to the grocery store lately? And now with SNAP being cut off, I am grateful to follow the accounts that I do, because I'm seeing people coming together as community. I see people who are putting food pantries in front of their house. I've seen people who have gone to places like Aldi and bought literally a bunch of canned foods to go donate it to their local food pantry. I've seen people promoting that, with the views on their TikTok page, they're going to be using that money they make in the creator fund to get food for their community. And it's like, we all have this community down here, but when it comes to them, to caring about their consumer, the people who spend the money to make them as successful as they are, they don't care. They're silent in all of this. Everything that's going on, they're silent. They're just going with the flow. They're pushing AI now more than ever, and all I'm hearing is, oh, the bubble is going to burst, the bubble's going to burst, whatever. And it's like, so why should we, and it really does make me think, so why should we be giving them their money? I know now there's talks about the mass blackout. I'll put the picture up here. The mass blackout that they want to start on November 25th. And they said it's going to go all the way to December 2nd. It should not stop at December 2nd, in my humble opinion. It should keep going until they're practically begging people to spend money with them again by forcing change without sacrifice. And when I'm saying sacrifice, without y'all spending money on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever it is, when it comes to the holidays, they're talking about a record amount of money being spent this holiday season. There shouldn't be a record amount. It should be the complete opposite. There should be a record amount of people not spending money this year. Y'all, the ones who claim to be Christians or whatever, Christmas isn't even about gifts. So you can go a holiday without spending money on gifts. You can go a Black Friday without buying a new TV. Why do you need a new TV? You can have conversations with your kids and letting them know that times are tough. I know as parents, I'm a parent. I know as parents, we usually have this whole thing of wanting to keep our children shielded from all the things that are going on in the world, and we want to, we just give them everything. But no, there comes a point in time where drastic measures have to be taken. So if it means having a conversation with your child to let them know that this year, instead of getting a new PlayStation, mind you, the one that they already have works perfectly fine, you might just get some pajamas from a local boutique, from your local whatever. Or you might just not get anything at all. And as a family, we'll literally spend the holiday season as a family together and be grateful for the fact that you have a roof over your head, because a lot of people are losing their homes. Be grateful that y'all are able to have dinner and food on the table, because a lot of people are not going to be able to eat. Be grateful that you have clothes on your back, because there are people who don't have that. We need to come back to the roots of actually dealing with the fact that it's okay to not just spend money frivolously. You realize a lot of these companies, they have psychologists in their marketing team because they think of ways to pretty much have y'all spending money just so stupidly over things you don't even need. Why is it you need 5 different foundations? You don't. Your favorite influencer gets it sent to them for free. You're not an influencer. What do you need 5 foundations for? You don't. You can go a holiday season without spending money. So, like I said, I'll put it on the screen. Mass blackout. It's coming this November 25th. And like I said, I think it should go longer. It should go way longer, because it comes a point in time where we all need to realize there is more of us than there is of them. And the reason that they are where they are is because we spend the money. The minute we decide we won't be spending any money and just leave it to them, oh, trust me, they're going to feel it.
So I've been hearing rumblings about a mass blackout this holiday season that's supposed to run from November 25th to December 2nd, and I'm all here for it 100%. Thanksgiving is canceled. Black Friday is canceled. These corporations shouldn't see 1 cent of our fucking money. But I do have a question though, right? Why are we only limiting this shit to 1 week instead of indefinitely? The whole holiday season should be canceled, in my opinion. These motherfuckers don't deserve our money. Not when these corporations go out of their way to lobby against the interests of the American people, also that they can make a dollar. Not when these corporations and these businesses and these 1%ers engage in unethical and predatory business practices to extract even more wealth from the middle and lower class, all the while dodging their own fucking taxes. We shouldn't just be trying to teach them a lesson for a week. We should be teaching them a lesson until they learn that ultimately, fuck what them shareholders are talking about. We are the consumer. You get your money from us. And without us, you're nothing. This shit should be the Target boycott on steroids. Not just for a week, not just for 2 weeks, for as long as it takes until they learn the lesson they need to ultimately learn. We got to be real comfortable with not getting what we want. We got to be real comfortable with being uncomfortable. We got to get comfortable with making compromises and sacrifices if we want anything to change. And most importantly, we got to identify where we're actually appreciated as far as businesses are concerned, whether that be local or small business. Either way, we got to learn where to direct our dollars such that they are not used against us. I'm all for a blackout, but a week ain't enough. A week is not enough.
I know you weren't about to scroll, as I'm about to tell you the most important piece of information of the day. I've been tagged in all kinds of videos about this, so I'm going to speak on it. The mass blackout, which is happening from November 25th to December 2nd, I'm all in. I'm engaging, I'm participating. I'll be advocating for this with the Big Beautiful Boycott. We'll be pushing that information in our Discord as well as on our website once it's up and running. The People's Sick Day, who I have also advocated for that movement and their leadership, they've picked these dates as well. All of us, we're all coming together because we have to be one unified front. I'm going to go through the list of asks. You guys are going to flip out. That's fine, but I'm asking you to stay with me because I have a plan for you on the other end of this. First and foremost, if you want to take your country back, all you got to do is hit the pockets of the millionaires, billionaires, and the regime at the helm right now. They speak 2 languages, money and power. They hold hands. If you take away money, they don't have power. So the asks are this: no work. We'll talk about it. Don't flip out. No spending, no restaurants twice, by the way. Super important. We don't need to go out to a restaurant to eat. We don't need DoorDash and we don't need Uber Eats. I lived in the 90s. I know there wasn't that. No projects, no events. Let's talk about what all of this means and how to prepare for it. I've put together a checklist. All you have to do is follow the checklist and we'll be good to go. I'm also going to put this picture of this checklist in the comments, so make sure you boost that so it stays at the top. And also make sure you save a copy for yourself. Number 1, essentials and groceries. People got to eat during this time, right? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to stock up on food, household items, and medications prior to November 25th. Now, we don't want there to be a surge in spending prior to the blackout. So what we're asking is that you buy from local or community-owned stores whenever possible, and you only buy exactly what you need to get through that brief period of time. Number 2, your finances. Make sure you pay your bills and complete essential purchases before the blackout period. We're not going above and beyond. We don't need to spend more than we usually do. Just make sure everything that is going to be due during that time is taken care of. We are going to avoid large corporate spending during November 25th to December 2nd. If you must spend, you need to do it within a local business, a small business, something like that. We are not going to engage with major corporations. Now, work is where people get a little bit hesitant. So we're just going to ask that you do what you can. If you have PTO that you can use, that you can take some days off, do it. If you can't, well, then you're still showing up, but you're doing only the essential work. You're not going above and beyond. You're not going in early. You're not staying late. You are taking that full hour lunch break. Whatever your setup is, you are doing the bare minimum, because by doing the bare minimum, you are actually taking longer for money to move through the process. You know what I'm saying? We are also going to pause anything that's optional, whether it is deliveries or a project or something that can be put on the back burner. It gets put on the back burner. The other thing too is if you can't miss work, I get it. You need to make sure you're engaging in the economic blackout part of this, that you're not spending. Now, let's go to number 4, which is communication and awareness. So we are going to inform our friends, our family, anyone that we interact with on a daily basis of our plans for spending or work, because it is going to fall. Yes, it's going to fall over Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of those important things. You need to let people know why you are not spending, and maybe encourage them to join you, okay? You need to share this information responsibly, focusing on the peaceful, legal parts of it. Go ahead and share this video, repost this video, make your own video. I don't care how the information gets out. If you feel like you can't do any of the, asks, at least push this information out for others. And then last but not least, after the blackout, we are going to resume spending with independent and local businesses. We are getting away from the corporate overlords, if you will. And after this blackout is a really good time to return to the Big Beautiful Boycott page, which will be up by then, and make sure you are following along with the companies that we are officially boycotting and have officially vetted for their participation in supporting this regime. So I hope all of that makes sense. If you have questions, put them in the comments below and I'll try to do a video response because I'm sure I left some things out. It's go time. Block your calendars out. November 25th is go time.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching those videos, guys. And that is all I got for this particular clips. There is one thing that a lot of black folks don't realize is that we are powerful. When I say black folks, you say powerful in the comment section. Black folks, right? Powerful for me in the comment section. Honestly, black people are powerful. A lot of them did not even realize it. But you see this boycotting and this shutting down, max boycott, it is going to teach them a whole lot of lesson. Honestly, and that is why I can't wait than to keep promoting it. Honestly, this is actually taking a new turn because not only the black folks are actually into this, even some white folks that have literally been promoting, I will vote Donald Trump. Right now, they as well are in the business of what? Are in the business of max boycotting because they are the ones tearing, they are the one bowing down in shame, they are the one crying every now and then. One thing with this corporation or government, whatever, blah blah blah, is that they think that they can actually thrive. But let's imagine that every single black person refused to buy from them, and we're buying from small farmers, buying from people that matters in our economy. What do you think? Do you think they are going to thrive? They can't thrive. They can't stand. In fact, their body will be shivering, honestly, because as it stands now, the only thing that gives us joy is we. So we are going to as well make sure we make ourselves happy. No Target, no Walmart, no whatsoever that is actually going to make you spend unnecessarily. And I'm happy that a lot of folks are already saying that they have started doing this boycott since the beginning of this year. In fact, since the Orange Man took over, they have realized that they don't need to be spending their money and giving their money to corporations that at the end of the day, they are not going to be benefiting anything from it. So let the money circulate back to our own people. Let the money circulate back to our own black folks. Let the money circulate back to people that knows your value. Patronize people that sees you. Because let's just be honest, at the end of the day, these people are actually going to put some ridiculous prices that is so high, and you think they're doing it in your favor, but at the end of the day, they're not doing it in your favor. That was, I actually did a particular video where I saw this black woman actually complaining of, she gave her clothes to charity. I've forgotten the name of that particular organization that is in charge of charity. But she came to the store and she saw her clothes, and they are selling the clothes for as high as $21. $21, a clothes she gave free of charge. So, and many other persons have actually been complaining. So you can see that these people at some point, I feel like they are just concerned with what is going into their pockets. If it's not going into their pocket, if it's not favorable to them, if the situation is not okay by them, at the end of the day, you are on your own as a black person. So that is why when I see this turnout, when I see this mass boycott, I am so happy, and honestly, I am ready to promote it east, west, north, and south. Even as I am here, I don't buy anything that is actually not favoring my own black community as far as I'm concerned. Because we need to start thinking about ourselves. We need to start thinking of how we can actually help each other. We need to start thinking of how we can actually promote each other's business. Not going at the end of the day helping these people, and these people can actually not even see the value you're bringing. Instead, they're even trying to drag you backward every single day, every single now and then. So since they are showing that they're actually ungrateful, so it is high time that black folks also show them that, okay, if you're ungrateful, we can patronize you anymore. We can help you. We can help your business anymore. If the tariff is hitting on some of our farmers that didn't even subscribe to this, why do we need to? A lot of people are already hungry in the street already. A lot of people cannot even feed. A lot of people do not have shelter already. But they literally do not care as corporations to be like, okay, let's come together and know what we can actually do. No, they are particular of what they are going to be enjoying. I'm happy this is happening, honestly. I can't just wait for me to see how this actually goes up. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do what? Subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And guys, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying that, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye, and don't touch the die. Come back for more. I love you guys. Mwah.